Statistics show that firefighters are more likely to die by suicide than in the line of duty. Utah fire departments are taking steps to help those struggling with mental health. Russ Jensen is captain of the Murray City Fire Department and has experienced this issue firsthand.
I didn't have a whole lot of energy to do anything or like a want to do anything. And my dad called me one day and he's like, hey, let's just go fishing. Like, I want to go fishing, let's go fishing. And I told my dad no. And like when I hung up the phone, I was like, that's not me. I love my dad and I love fishing. Like those are like the most, I don't know, they just mean so much to me, and yet I'm turning them away.
Jensen said he initially felt that he had to uphold a certain persona, which made it difficult for him to reach out for help.
There's an anticipation or an expectation from the public and from your peers that you project a level of confidence when you are there responding to difficult emergencies and difficult things. When you're dealing with difficult emotional problems, like you're not sure how to express that. Like you've never been trained how to express that.
Unfortunately, Jensen's experience with mental health struggles is not a unique one in the fire service.
The calls that I go on, they have a cumulative effect, or they have a cumulative effect on me. So, not that any one call was any worse than the other, but over time they just kind of stacked up like weights on your shoulders, is kind of how it felt. So, as I would progress on and not deal with those issues, for me, they manifested in the form of nightmares.
Eventually, Stevens realized he needed to seek help.
It really dawned on me that I was having issues when I wasn't able to sleep, so I would go out at 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning and start chopping my firewood in my backyard. Problem was, when I finished with my firewood, I still didn't feel 100%, so I actually let myself into my neighbor's backyard. The next thing I see is my neighbor standing there in a robe and a cup of coffee, and he's got this really quizzical look on his face. And so he opens the door, makes his way out, and says, "Mike, you okay?"
Fortunately, both Jensen and Stevens reached out and were able to get the help they needed.
There was an immediate empathy, an immediate support that came about.
Though asking for help was challenging, both agreed it was worth it.
I mean, it takes a bigger person actually to ask for help.
Even firefighters who do not personally struggle with mental health have been affected by experiencing the suicide of a coworker. According to Adam Archuleta, most firefighters personally knew someone who committed suicide.
Once is obviously way too much, but it happens unfortunately too often. The impact that had on me, first and foremost, was a very personal reaction. I know this person. I am friends with this person, both professionally here at work and off the job. And then you internalize, what could I have done? Could I have said something? Could I have just listened?
According to those I interviewed, there has been a stigma in the fire service for some time, which discourages discussing mental health. Jordan Peterson experienced this stigma when he first began his career.
Suicide occurred with someone that I became close with during those rides, and it was kind of it was difficult for me. No one was really comfortable talking about it, and in the end, I kind of got just a quick statement from one of the senior firefighters, as he said, you know, it's not the first time it's happened, and it probably won't be the last.
However, fire departments are taking action to change the stigma surrounding mental health.
A normal, natural human response. Also, that they're not alone. Everyone deals with something similar or an event also where they have needed help. It's okay to ask for help.
Both the Murray City and Salt Lake City fire departments have taken steps to provide training, resources, and support for those who need it. Examples of resources include peer support groups and confidential hotlines if individuals do not feel comfortable approaching their supervisors for assistance.
Again, the peer support, I can't say enough about the great work those folks are doing.
Supervisors and fire departments want their firefighters to know it's okay to ask for help.
We want our firefighters to serve a community, and we want them to enjoy serving the community, and as long as they enjoy doing that, they're naturally going to get heavy-hearted when they see kind of the difficulties of the people they serve. And so with that, they're naturally going to have times in which they struggle, and that's okay. And for the first time, we're letting them know that's okay.
Kaylee DeWitt, ABC4.com.